Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, October 21st, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I value my equanimity. My equanimity has been tested. I keep coming back to it. This is my fourth time trying to record this scope. It has showed up as zeros every time, which it does every once in a while, but I do not know why so much today. So please work this time. So, happy new moon day. We have a new moon in Libra that we're waking up to in this morning. The new moon is at 5:25 a.m. Pacific time. This new moon is at 28 degrees Libra, a beautiful time to set and hold intentional energy around peace, around harmony, around being centered, around our equanimity, around balance. And I think this is a beautiful morning to play with your imagination, to play with your daydream, to hold space for what a wonderful world it is and could also be. This is a beautiful morning to play with the rose-colored glasses, to look at the world through them and see the beauty that is all around the world. It's interesting though, because this new moon, it's kind of mild in its experience. There's a few connections. They're a little wide. We have a connection to Chiron, bringing that healing. We spoke about that over the last couple days. It's widely connecting to Saturn. Again, Saturn's kind of reminding us in Pisces to use your daydream, to use your illusion, to imagine what could be in and through these energies and let that be part of the intention that you create in the world. But we then have the moon shift into Scorpio, and this Scorpio energy is being yoded, and the yod energy is really interesting. So this is preparing us for the sun moving into Scorpio on Wednesday. And moon in Scorpio is bringing us the power of transformation. It's bringing us the power of alchemy. It's bringing us the power of shift. And we may find, we go from those rose-colored glasses to some intensity in the Scorpio energy. There's not a lot of transits going on, but this yod has some intensity to it. The yod has Uranus in Gemini and Neptune in Aries feeding in. So the yod point is at the moon, knowing we can transform this, we can alchemize this, although we also have to face it. That's part of the work of Scorpio energy, is facing what is, facing the shadows, facing the darkness, facing whatever we fear. Now it's interesting because Uranus and Gemini, which I'm kind of blaming for this video not working so many times, can be a little bit of a wild card. Anything at 0 degrees energy has a wonk factor. It also has a transformation factor. Uranus and Gemini has us tuning in to the mind field, the mental energies, the mental zones, whether it's TV, radio, computers, conversations, even the way your mind is thinking. All of that is in the mental field. And Uranus in Gemini can take that and scramble it and send it back to you in weird ways. And so it's just recognizing, how connected you are to that field, but also that you have the power of mind and even the power of feeling emotion to alchemize and shift these energies. Sometimes it's about being present with it, sitting with it, and letting those energies move through and be transformed by your courage, by your willingness to be present. Neptune in Aries is also really interesting. Neptune's just on the verge. It's just about ready to return back into Pisces early on Wednesday morning. But here it is in Aries, and this can represent the spiritual battle that's unfolding at this time. And it can also represent you as a spiritual warrior. And so this energy is here being like, you got this. You've got this energy to look and move through this with grace. The Sabian symbol for the new moon actually, I feel like, connects into this. So the Sabian symbol for the new moon is a man, a person, becoming aware of spiritual forces surrounding and assisting them. And so it's just knowing that as you face these energies, you're never alone. You are always so beautifully supported in and through this. And again, to have courage. Now, one of the things that popped into my mind in regards to these energies that we're facing today, there's one more thing that we're looking at, was Joan of Arc, and how Joan of Arc said, "I'm not afraid. I was born for this time." And I believe that of all of us, that this is our dharma, that we were born for a time such as this. And so just holding that awareness as you face whatever's showing up. Now, like I said, we have one more transit that's got a little bit of a punch, and that is the moon squaring Pluto. So moon in Scorpio squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So again, Pluto in Aquarius can bring the vibrational minefield of the world to your front door. Your front door being the moon in Scorpio, you feeling whatever is coming through. This can be issues around power, control. It can bring up fearful energies. This can also bring up survival stuff. And so you may have to face and be present with and through these energies. I keep putting my cards back in a hopeful way that, like, we're done. The top of the cards is totality. Be here now. So in this energy, how can you be present? How can you be present for whatever your alchemical process is in this? Now, this could also happen in dream time. This can happen in the world around you. Face whatever energy, be present with that. And again, know that you have spiritual forces. You have a team helping and working with you. And beyond that, even though we have not figured out how to work together fully as community on this planet, I do believe, even when it doesn't look like it, that we're working together to expel the darkness, to expel the shadows, and to ultimately bring about peace and oneness. It's going to take a little while. There's some darkness to expel, but gratitude for those who are bringing that forth, even if we don't like the way it's happening and the way it looks. So, presence in and through this. Now, after that, the energies shift and it gets a little quieter. The moon's still going to be in Scorpio, offering you that alchemical process. So be aware of that. And then we're going to have Neptune moving back into Pisces. That's going to be early on Wednesday. So I'm going to cover that tomorrow. But just be aware, these shifty energies are up. Cards. Like I said, be here now. Presence in this process. And I always love what Ram Dass says. We're all walking each other home. And again, I think that can help us rebalance, return to that equanimity state as we face whatever fear, whatever shadows we have to do. We have the receptivity card, the Queen of Cups, presence for whatever emotional process is coming up for you, inviting it in. I know we go from that Libra energy to Scorpio, but that's designed so that we know where that balanced state is, so we can come back to it, even as we feel our way through whatever's showing up. We've also got the Chariot, or awareness. So we're moving forward and peeling through the layers as we work our way through this. What I find interesting is we have these two mental cards, the burden and schizophrenia, and they're both in reverse. And so to me, this is saying, don't get too caught up in the mental about it. This is a feeling process. I'm going to leave that here because I've recorded this so many times. I've spent a lot of time on this. I'm going to post the Journey of Love card on my Instagram and just leave it and pray. Pray that this works. So you can book a reading. You can book a clearing. Reach out. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust the process. Namaste.